I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us.
I would agree, don't simply begin recording me without asking me, good gracious, there come assist us, with again satisfying, I'm actually managing silliness in the event that there is anything called psychological mistreatment. It's been asserted that Jada Pinkett is the expert at it, and the casualty is your #1 celebrity, who likewise is her significant other. My web-based entertainment presence is my meat and potatoes oak. So you can't involve me for virtual entertainment. And not, don't begin roll. I'm remaining in that frame of mind. For north of 30 years at this point, there have been tenacious tales that Jada and the late West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur had a thing. The Gotham entertainer has strictly denied the cases throughout the long term, demanding that their kinship was absolutely non-romantic, yet Smith himself has conceded to being shaky about Pac. I mean, he was Tupac, the legend himself. Then as of late, regardless of Will Smith gambling with his vocation by whacking comic Chris Rock, while safeguarding his significant other Jada, the entertainer was blamed for showing colossal lack of respect by posting a legacy video of her and Tupac lip synchronizing to a Legacy Smith tune. Unfamiliar Legacy. Thursday 2nd, the 52-year-old honor-winning entertainer shared the clasp as a C for her forthcoming journal, which will highlight stories of her late companion and rapper Tupac Shakur. The pair were supposed to be longtime companions since secondary school up until the How Would You Need It rapper's murder in September 1996 matured 25. Jada distributed a short extract from her impending diary commendable on Instagram, in which the red casual conversation have expounded on the second, when Shakur and Smith ran into each other. The Nutty Teacher star went with the post with a video of herself in Shakur, moving to the 1988 Grammy-winning tune Guardians Don't Comprehend, performed by her better half, while he was one portion of the hip jump team DJ Snazzy Jeff. And the new ruler, not in 1,000,000 years. Would I have envisioned that the new sovereign, and I would turn out to be exceptionally familiar Jada, expressed not in 1,000,000 years? Did I envision 3 resides their destinies would be so entwined the cute lip sync video turned into an unmistakable memory of the last time Pac and I were basically kids together? She added the mother of 2 then. At that point, added Pac, and I lip matched up Guardians Simply Don't Comprehend by Lively Jeff, and the new ruler during our lesser year in secondary school, who might have thought the moderator later added here is essential for the first video of Pac, and I making a horrible showing with lip synchronizing Guardians Don't Comprehend before they became monstrous stars Jada and Tupac. Went to the Baltimore School for Human Expressions in Maryland. As teens, their dear kinship was portrayed in the 2017 biopic Everyone's Eyes on Me, with Demetrius Transport Jr. as the California love rapper and Feline Graham as Pinkett Smith. The young ladies' trip star has spoken about the late rapper significantly over the course of the years, remembering a 2015 meeting with Howard Harsh, for which she said she at no point ever met an individual like Pac. Prior to spouting about how he had such a lot of charm, it's so entertaining on the grounds that currently being more seasoned, I have a greater amount of a comprehension of everything that was between us, Jada said to Harsh, while adding that their fellowship never became heartfelt when you have 2 youngsters that have extremely unmistakable inclinations. Yet there was no actual science between us by any means. And it wasn't even only for me, it was him too, in spite of reducing most, if not all, connection with the story. A huge number of fans accept that the steady notice of Tupac's name is complete discourtesy to Will Smith, who has freely affirmed he was apprehensive his better half would pick Pac over him. Netizens snatched this chance to savage Jada, while certain individuals expressed how she and Tupac might have been more than companions. Others implied that Will Smith was presently rivaling a dead individual in such manner. One Instagram client remarked on Jada's post composing, someone said, Will is contending with a phantom different fans hammered her on Twitter, with one posting Jada Pinkett Smith, ought to leave Will Smith, and go with that Coachella 2-pack visualization. A subsequent one added something about Jada Pinkett Smith, posting that 2-pack Instagram video feels so horrendous and insane, in spite of the fact that they were companions from secondary school. Jada and Pac floated separated exclusively to rejoin years after the fact on the sitcom 8 Unique World in a 1993 episode where she was an ordinary, and he showed up in an appearance later. She likewise showed up in the music recordings of his rap numbers, Keep Your Head Up In. Enticements that, as well as rumors from far and wide, suggest that the verses and idea driving Tupac's California Love were additionally evolved by Jada before she created some distance from the endeavor, according to reports from Individuals magazine. Jada additionally gave the bail sum worth $100,000 for Tupac in 1995, when he was accused of maltreatment. As a matter of fact, during a meeting that very year, Tupac said that Jada was his heart and would be his long-lasting companion years after the fact after his disastrous demise in September 1996 by a hit-and-run assault in Las Vegas. The entertainer too expressed that Tupac was perhaps of her dearest companion and resembled a sibling unexpectedly. Jada seldom discusses Will Smith. The manner in which she does Tupac in the new past. The entertainer uncovered her dull history as a street pharmacist alongside her cozy relationship with a late rap covering in a past meeting with Sirius's influence. In the first part of the day, Jada uncovered that when she met Tupac, interestingly, he was a street pharmacist. Yet while she was rising up out of that perilous life, Shaker was tragically sinking further into it. Their companionship was not about sentiment, as is much of the time mixed up, but rather founded on shared help and endurance. It was about endurance. And it's forever been about endurance among us, and holding each other down in manners that he and I could hold each other down, she expressed regardless of her expectations. Jada tragically conceded that the salvation she encountered never occurred for Tupac. The sad disclosure adds one more layer to public analysis of her biopic, Everyone's Eyes on Me, which she marked as a confusion of her relationship with the late rapper. Considering these disclosures, plainly the connection among Jada and Tupac was profoundly complicated and is sadly pertinent to many today. Back in 2021, Jada's hubby, Will Smith, uncovered in his journal that he was envious of the late rapper's kinship with Jada. He said toward the start of our handoff relationship, "My psyche was tormented by their association. He was Pac, and I was me. However, they were never private. Their affection for one another is unbelievable." Will and Jada began dating in 1995 and secured the bunch in 1997. They have stayed hitched from that point forward, sharing 2 kids, a child Jaden and a little girl Willow. Yet Smith's frailty didn't originate from nothing. During her 2015 meeting with Howard Harsh, Jada reviewed that she and Pac even attempted to get physical with one another, yet circumstances didn't pan out in the past. "I resembled, simply kiss me. We should find out how this turns out. And when I let you know, it must be the most over-the-top revolting kiss for us. Both. The main way I can put it is the higher influence just didn't need that." In his book, Smith Nitty Gritty, how he was envious of the late rapper's brave enthusiasm and assailant profound quality, and frequently contrasted it with a circumstance when he was unable to confront his savage dad. The entertainer additionally contrasted Tupac with his sibling Harry, who confronted their dad, and composed, he set off the individual exemption of myself as a quitter. I despised that I wasn't what he was on the planet, and I experienced a furious envy. I believed Jada should see me appreciate that. The Oscar victor further added how his desire caused him to feel that Jada's confirmation could help him. He composed, assuming that she picked me over Tupac, it was basically impossible that I could be a defeatist. I have seldom felt more approved. I was in a room with Tupac on various events, yet I never addressed him the manner in which Jada cherished Pac. delivered me unequipped for being companions with him. I was too juvenile the entertainer. Added throughout the years, netizens have consistently felt that Jada doesn't actually regard Smith how she should in spite of the Aladdin entertainer, making a special effort to attempt to spoil her in any event, slapping and mishandling others openly north of a year. After he was slapped in front of an audience at the Foundation Grants, Chris Rock made that big appearance to mallet Will Smith, and his better half in parody Unique streamed live all over the planet kidding that he delighted in seeing the entertainer beaten in his most recent film. And presently I watch a man expectation, just to see him get whooped live on Netflix from the Hippodrome Theater in Baltimore Rock. Said he had been watching the subjugation show Liberation, just to see Smith get beaten cheering, hit him once more. And you overlooked a little something in Walk 2022. Smith strolled onto the Oscar stage and smacked Rock's face. After the humorist poked a fun at the presence of his better half Jada, the ruler Richard star got back to a seat in the crowd, and later won Best Entertainer. Rock had been for the most part quiet about the episode for the rest of his drawn-out extraordinary when he blamed Smith